So this week is Sexual Health Week, which is run by FPA, the Family Planning Association, who are a sexual health charity here in the UK. And also, if you didn't know, I'm an ambassador for Brooke, who are another sexual health charity in the UK, and they help support FPA on a lot of their projects, including Sexual Health Week. And the theme this year is porn. So I've actually made some videos about porn before, but I thought I would do something a bit different for this one and talk about some of the benefits and the positive things about porn. Media coverage of pornography tends to have headlines all about the negative side of pornography and how it's ruining everybody's lives and relationships. Obviously, it's important to talk about some of the problems with porn, but often these are the only conversations we're having about porn. There's no education and there's no balance. It's pretty much all negative in terms of the mainstream coverage of porn. So just before I get into my list of some of the benefits of porn, I just wanted to talk about some of the ways in which we can combat some of the problems with porn. And these are things that are advocated by lots of sexual health charities, including Brooke and FPA. First of all, obviously, comprehensive sex and relationships education in schools. This way we can allow young people to have a healthy idea of what sex and relationships should look like, and so then they can think critically when it comes to the porn that they watch. And this kind of education needs to not shame people for watching porn and instead create open lines of dialogue, so if anybody is worried about the effects of porn, then they know how to seek help and there are people there that they can talk to. In the last couple of years, the UK government has banned certain kinds of porn production in the UK and porn consumption, and they're trying to limit and restrict what you can access online. But there is no evidence that these kinds of restrictions actually work. This is the internet we are talking about. And of course, issues like low self-esteem, low body confidence, sexual coercion, pressuring, and sexual violence are all serious issues, but putting restrictions on porn isn't going to help solve these problems if we don't also tackle the other things in society that contribute to them. And so whilst I think that there are some problems with porn, I don't think that the solution is putting bans and restrictions on it. I think the solution is education. And so now I'm getting into my list of the positive side of porn, just to switch up the narrative a little bit. Also, I'll note that this list is about the positives of porn consumption. Talking about the porn industry and the production is kind of an entirely separate conversation. So this is about watching, consuming, viewing porn. So number one, it is arousing. I mean, we shouldn't hide from the fact that a lot of people are turned on by porn, and sexual excitement and pleasure feel great, and we shouldn't shame people for that. Number two, it's relaxing. Different people like to do different things in order to relax. And for some people, at the end of a stressful day, it can be really nice to unwind by watching some porn and masturbating. Three, it can be really useful for LGBTQ+ folks. Any education or representation of non-hetero or non-cis bodies, desires, or relationships is often absent or limited in schools and in the media. So often porn can help to educate but also normalise a lot of the things that LGBTQ folks experience but don't find represented elsewhere. 4, you can discover what you like. There are so many different kinds of sexual acts out there that different people are into. So perhaps porn could be a source of inspiration and self-discovery. 5, porn can benefit your relationships. Watching porn with a partner could add an extra element to your sex life, but it can also work as an icebreaker in order to be able to talk and communicate about things like your sexual desires and your boundaries. And number 6, having sex with yourself and watching porn is a lot less hassle than having sex with somebody else, perhaps less likely to be disappointing. When we talk about porn, we often mainly talk about videos online, but obviously there are loads of other different kinds of material that can be classified as porn. So you have literature, a lot of erotic fiction, and now that I think about it, there must be like erotic audiobooks, so you can like listen. Are there like erotic podcasts? Oh my god. If you know of any, please let me know. The classic still image, and also I've seen floating around on the internet artsy black and white porn gifs on Tumblr. So basically, when it comes to porn, please educate yourself, keep an open mind, and don't shame others. I will leave a bunch of links in the description from Brooke, from FPA, and some other places all about porn and about Sexual Health Week. Thanks so much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I would love to hear your thoughts on pornography and education in the comments section below. Also, if you have any recommendations for erotic literature, that'd be great. And don't forget to subscribe because I make new videos every week. Bye!